turn things to Dr. Funto Babalola to present our next project.
Sure. So hi, everybody. I completed this project with Dr. Patel, Dr. Ndung'u, and then one of our librarians here at the University of North Texas. And essentially, we were looking at the impact of continuous glucose monitors on underserved patients, specifically with type 2 diabetes in the US. And we ended up doing a scoping review. So, thinking more big picture as to why we ended up here in the first place, our goal was really to determine whether or not the benefit that we know is present with continuous glucose monitors is also present in patients who have additional financial constraints. And where we were coming from is that when patients have financial constraints, we think about other things such as difficulty affording food, difficulty affording other medications that they might need to help control their blood sugars, and then just a general additional difficulty with ensuring that they're getting to work and having other concerns going on in life that might be more important than their health in that moment. And so when we add in all of these additional issues and concerns, does this change whether or not this device, the continuous glucose monitor, is equally beneficial for this patient population? So ultimately, for our scoping review, we ended up finding that there were positive outcomes even in resource limited settings. We did not have a ton of studies that focused on patients who were in low income settings. And I do think that that has something to do with affordability of these devices in this population. But there were definitely benefits as far as reductions in A1C, reductions in hypoglycemia, more glucose management as far as using the underserved healthcare environment. And so being able to have this technology available to these patients really provides a little bit more equity as far as care goes for patients with diabetes. We ended up doing a Prisma scoping review and really focused on patients who spoke English and had type 2 diabetes just because of the setting that both Dr. Ndung'u as well as I work in. And that's the majority of the patients that we see as well. You can go ahead and go to the next slide. So ultimately for this project, we presented part of our findings at FIP, which was in Cape Town back in September, and then presented more findings in October at AACP in Phoenix. And then we are looking forward to our publication in 2025 in the JACCP. I really want to give a huge shout out to Dr. Patel and Melissa Brand, just because they were absolutely instrumental in getting this project off the ground and providing insight that we were all able to come together and put. So Dr. Patel really had a lot of that technology knowledge as we did this. Dr. Ndung'u and I had more of that on the ground patient care knowledge, and Ms. Brand was super helpful just in the sense of like, how do you do a scoping review and how do we put all this together? So I think this is really a testament to having a great group of people together and people who are all coming in from different perspectives, because that was what allowed us to put this together in the end.